So let me tell y'all what happened to me today. I'm teaching my son how to drive, and what's supposed to be like a happy moment. Oh, my baby learning how to drive, recording everything. Besides me screaming, oh, stop! Oh my God! But besides all that, that was the fun part. Reality really sinked in that now I have to teach my son, like, what you gonna do if you get stopped by the police. Like, some people don't have to do that, but if you look like me, you gotta teach your kids that. Like, we sitting at the light, and I'm telling him because an officer drove by, and now I'm sitting here like, okay, son, if the cops ever stop you, make sure your hands is on 10 and 2. Make sure you doing this. Make sure you don't reach for the glove department. Make sure you ask, can you get your license? This, that, and the third. And I'm just like, that's crazy that we really have to teach our kids, not just boys, girls too, that you really have to teach them a certain way and how you should act and what you should do if you get stopped by people that's supposed to be here to protect us and stuff like that. Like, I was like so scared, and then that just made me think like, do I want him to even drive right now? Like, and he's a teenager. I think I need to still drive him because I'm not ready for any mishaps or things like that to happen. I'm sitting here and he's young, so kids think everything is like fun and games. And I'm just like, no, listen, Cam, you really have to be like this, that, and the third. If the cops, like, it's like a whole course. Like, I have to like give him a whole course on how to get stopped by the cops. And I feel like that is really horrible. Like, we have to go through that. It's just, it's scary. I don't know if any other parents feel like this. And it's like, kids going to high school, you get in 10th grade, this grade, whatever, you want to start driving. Kids want to, I'm like, can I take the car to the store? Things like this. And it's like, that one false move can really be life changing for you. So, and I'm just sitting there like, Cam, look, I don't think he ever seen me get stopped by the police. I did before, probably a little traffic ticket or something, but nothing major. But some officers are really like pricks, and they just make your life a living hell in the process of them stopping you. So we all aren't fortunate, like some people are, to be able to curse at the police officers and, what are you stopping me for? And what's wrong? Like, what? I wish you would look like me and try to say something like that to an officer. What? Even if you knowing your rights and exercising your freedom of speech, and if you want to say that you don't even believe in none of that and you know what to say and how to get around things, you still gonna go to jail, even if you know what to say and how to say it, and you're gonna have to do all that in court. Or you may just get popped in the process or something because, baby, you go ahead and think you're gonna do what you want to them cops and say what you want. Oh, you go ahead. I don't want to be around to see it. But I was sitting there and he was just looking at me, and then I'm like, yeah, you're not ready. Yeah, we're not even doing this. Let's turn the car around because I don't even know like how to. Somebody help me on my new class on how to direct your children to talk to officers when they get stopped at a light or at a traffic stop or at a search or at a whatever, or just DWB. If you're driving while brown or black, things like that can happen. And then what are you supposed to do? I know I told him to put your license in the visor so you don't gotta reach too far, or things like that. And it's like, now you gotta take a whole course. They already don't want to be in school, so now I gotta school you out of school on how to speak to cops. It's just real scary, and that's crazy how we have to live like this. And I feel like a lot of people don't really like know what we go through. I mean, some people, everybody experience racism or whatever, but it's not even about that. It's just that why do I have to explain to my son the proper rule protocol on how you should react to an officer if you just getting stopped? I'm not talking about an armed person or a criminal that ran the light and sitting there, yeah, just did a drive by or something like that. I'm talking about a regular kid or a regular person or regular father or mother driving their car. Like we've seen so many stories before and getting stopped and somehow becoming unalived by the police officer that stopped them. Things like that for no probable cause. At that, what do we do? What do we continue to do? I don't want my son to be another one of those beautiful souls that have gotten unalived by officers and we're not getting no justice. What do we do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. He ain't driving yet until I can figure out what I can do, or I need a little template or something. Y'all gotta help me out. What is the procedure when you want your little brown kid to drive and stay alive? What's the procedure, y'all? Y'all help me out because I'm just confused. Like, I don't even know what to do. I've been writing some stuff though. Don't get me wrong. Girl gonna have a whole little thing for him. He gonna be very hot about this, but we gonna figure it out. But if anybody got some suggestions, y'all post it for me, and yeah, let me know what I can do and what I can say, and for y'all too, for everybody. We all need this to be going around and be discussing with our kids the procedure on getting stopped by the boys. It's just, I don't know, the world we live in, and it ain't changing. It's just getting worse, more blatant. People are doing it in plain sight. No one's caring anymore. No one has to hide the fact of them being racist. No one has to do all that. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to do none of that. So we just got to be scared or aware or I don't know what to do. But we definitely paused that driving lesson for for a little hot minute, even though he's going to take driver's ed and stuff in school. But, you know, when you want to drive to the garbage and you want to do all of that, you know, you do that with your kids. I remember being 14, 15, wanting to drive, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, but help a sister out, y'all. Help me out for real, because maybe I don't know what to do. Help a sister out, y'all.